If you want to get thousands of views on your YouTube videos and increase your subscriber count, then you need to keep watching this video because I'm about to be covering multiple tips and strategies that you can implement even if you have a small channel to start getting more views on your videos and more subscribers. Now, some of the things I'm going to be covering are going to just be things that you're going to need to do for free as a way of best practices in showing up for the search results, so SEO type of stuff, as well as getting people to take action, call to action type stuff. And then there is going to be a small paid component, so if you're able to put money behind your videos, that's going to help you reach a lot more people. So I'm going to be explaining to you how to actually structure your videos, how to title it, obviously with the keywords and the description, putting keywords in your actual video that you verbally say, how to keep things engaging. So be sure to hit that like button below if you get value from this video. Leave a comment below if you have any questions at all for me. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon because I'm constantly uploading videos just like this, teaching you digital marketing strategies and how to grow a business online. So now let's go ahead and jump into the real value of this video. Okay, so first, before we jump into it, I've got to just tell you about my free digital marketing course. Now, if you're trying to learn Facebook ads, how to build messenger bots, how to really build an online sales channel where you can sell products, digital products, all that kind of stuff, then you need to visit freebosslifestyle.com. I created this massive free course that's going to teach you all that kind of stuff. So go to freebosslifestyle.com after this video, get access to the course, and start going through all the other content that I don't have on my YouTube channel. All right, so the first strategy that I would recommend to you is to have a clickbait title. Now, I know it sounds horrible to say clickbait. Everybody has such a negative, connotation with the word clickbait, but it works, man. If you have, all a clickbait is just curiosity driving. You're just piquing somebody's curiosity, piquing their interest enough for them to click on it, right? So if it's something that doesn't fully give you the information, if it's a title that makes you lean in and it's like, oh man, I really want to click that, or if it's a thumbnail image that's got like a blackout and like a question mark over a certain figure and you got to click to find out what that is, right? I mean, it works. It gets people to click. And if they don't actually click, then there's no way they're ever going to know what you're about and what your video is and how awesome your content is, right? So clickbait works. So think up a clickbait title and know it before you hit that record button because you're going to want to say that clickbait title multiple times verbally in your video because YouTube will make captions from your video and then they use those captions and those keywords that you say as a way to rank your video so that your video shows up for certain keywords that were searched, and it will overall give you a much better relevance score when you use those same keywords in your tags and in your description and in your title, all that kind of stuff. It's all got to be congruent. So make sure that you think up your clickbait title before you start recording, have an outline for your video to mention those keywords multiple times throughout your video, and that's going to overall help you rank your video. All right, now this next tip is on the actual recording side of your video. Now, when you start your video, you have got to have a hook that grabs their attention and gives them a little bit of an inclination as to what kind of information you're going to be covering in the video, right? You got to pique their interest. And another reason why this is super important is because later in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to actually set up your YouTube video as an actual YouTube ad. And it's gonna be a type of ad that people can skip, right? It's those 6-second ads. So it's really important that you have your hook to grab their attention within that first 6 seconds so that they don't wanna hit the skip button, they wanna keep watching your video. So you wanna have a hook that grabs their attention, then you wanna tell them what you're gonna cover in the video so that they know, okay, I have an idea of what he's gonna cover and they wanna stick around for that, or they're like, well, I don't wanna stick around for that, and then they'll leave, right? So you wanna tell them what you're gonna cover, and then the next thing you want to do is tell them to like, comment, and subscribe, because when they like, comment, or subscribe, that's going to give you a longer term growth. If they hit that like button, that's going to help your video rank on the search results and overall tell YouTube that your content is good. If they comment, you want to make sure that you comment back. You want to make sure you thumb up their comment, heart their comment. It's because when you have a lot of engagement and conversation going on in your video, YouTube looks at that like, oh, this is great content, so we've got to show this more higher in our search results. And then obviously you get the whole subscribe thing. If they subscribe to your video, then they're going to be seeing your new videos moving forward when they log on to YouTube. Next, you want to have an offer that gets them to stick around to the end of the video. Now, this could be like a free offer where you're like, hey, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a massive freebie that you're not going to want to miss out on, so stick around to the end. Sometimes you can use this, sometimes you don't. I really don't use this too much, but it's really up to you. Sometimes it gets people to watch more of your video, and that's really good because YouTube looks at your video and looks at the data to see how much is the average watch time. And if people are watching large amounts of your video, like if your video is 10 minutes and they're watching over 7 minutes of your video, that tells YouTube that you're holding a lot of their attention, and that allows you to rank your video higher in the search results. It tells YouTube that your content is good, and that's all that YouTube is looking for, is they're looking for ways to put certain content above others in the search results, and they're going to be looking at users' actions to determine if your content is good or bad. So those actions are watch time, hitting the like button, commenting, and then hitting subscribe. Now, if they come back to look at your video for a second time, third time, fourth time, that tells YouTube that your content is just that great, right? The more times they come back to watch that video, that's basically telling YouTube, dude, people are digging this video. And then when YouTube starts to push your video and recommend it to other users, that's when your videos really start to get hundreds of thousands of views all for free. Now, if you don't have the patience, or you don't have the high enough quality content, or you don't have the ability to really get powerful videos out there and wait the months that it takes to, get some wind under its feet, under its wings, and take off, then the other way to get a lot of views is to pay for them, right? If you can't wait to have people realize the value of your content, then maybe it's time to put a little bit of money behind your content and show your content to potential subscribers, potential followers, right? In the form of a YouTube ad, and a skippable ad. So after I go through some of these basic tips on how to make your videos, then I'm gonna be jumping into the Google Ads platform and showing you how to set up an actual YouTube video ad in a very basic way, right? And this is nothing that's sketchy, because if you look at Facebook, Facebook allows and wants people to boost their posts. If you got some great content that you're putting out on Facebook, chances are it's not gonna be seen organically. It's just, unless it's like massively viral and it just gets shared a million times, it's not going to really be found on Facebook. So they allow you to boost your content by putting $10, $30 behind that piece of content. You get it in front of more people, and that allows that virality to really take effect and put some wind under those wings and let your content sail. So if you have the money to invest into growing your YouTube channel, then I highly recommend you spend a couple dollars on boosting your videos out to getting more viewers. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna be running your videos you're gonna be running your actual content videos as an ad. Now, a lot of people have the conception of like, oh, well, I have my videos that are just purely ads, and then I have my content type videos. Now, what I do is I actually take my content type videos and I run those as ads, and I don't really have, pure ad videos. I just run my regular content as an ad because I want people to be consuming my content and watching my videos and looking at my face and getting familiar with my face and building trust for me and credibility for me, because the more times they see my face, they hear my voice talking, and they watch my videos, they're going to be more willing to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, jump into my free course and take advantage of that, jump into liking me on Facebook, adding me as a friend on Facebook, following me on Instagram. The more times that I can get in front of them, the higher chances I have of getting them to do something else that I want them to do. So when you launch your ads, you want to show up in front of those people, and then you want to retarget those people so that they see your videos over and over and over. Now, besides the whole ad stuff, and we're going to get into that a little bit more later, you want to be, with your videos, you want to be entertaining and engaging and always mixing things up. You don't want it to get boring or monotonous and you're just sitting there talking. I mean, I'm trying to keep it fresh. I'm just in one scene right here, right? I'm not really cutting away to B-roll. It's just me talking right to the camera, so it's not super engaging, but I'm hoping that the information that I'm giving you is somewhat engaging and helping you, providing value to you to help you grow your YouTube channel. So that's kind of what I'm really leaning on. But if you are someone that doesn't give informational type videos like this, then you got to figure out a way to keep people on their toes and keep people watching. Because it goes back to what I said earlier about that average watch time. You want to get them, you want to be able to hold their attention for a long period of time, and that's going to overall help you grow your channel and really help you build a relationship with the viewers. Now at the end of your videos, you definitely want to remind them of your call to action. So remind them to hit that thumbs up button, remind them to hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell notification, and then to leave a comment. And then if you have any other call to actions like a free digital download or something else that you can give them for free, that's even more icing on the cake. So you want to have that at the end of your video and then somewhere in the beginning of your video. And then you also want to have those little cards and end screen type of annotation type stuff so that you have call to actions throughout your video. You also want to put those links in the video description below. What I would also recommend is to put that link information or maybe your most favorite, your most popular link in a comment. So you're going to comment on your own video, pin that comment to the top, hit the thumbs up on your own comment, and then hit the little heart on your own comment, and that's going to help your video. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into the Google Ads platform in the computer, and I'm gonna walk you through how to set up a brand new ad and how I would recommend that you set up an ad when you're just trying to run your basic video content as an ad to reach more people so that you can have the chances of getting them to hit that thumbs up, the subscribe button, and all that kind of stuff. Also, what boosting your videos and putting money behind your videos is going to do is it's going to give your video that data, that average watch time that I talk about is so important. Because if you have no subscribers and you got nobody following you, the chances of you being organically found is very slim, right? So if you can boost your video out there to thousands of people, then you're opening up the opportunity for people to watch more than 30 seconds, because that's what qualifies as a view. You're opening up the opportunity for people to see your content, and therefore you're getting your video in front of more people, and then you're getting more data on your video as far as average watch time, because those more people are going to either hit that skip ad button or they're going to keep watching. And if you have, let's say, 2,000 people that have seen, let's say your average watch time is 5 minutes on your video, then that's going to give you that data that's going to help you rank in those search results. All right, so here we are in the Google Ads platform, and I'm just going to quickly walk you through how to set up a campaign. So it all starts with this big old blue plus button right here. You click on campaign. Now, my setup looks like this. My dashboard looks like this because I've already created multiple campaigns in Google Ads. If you're just starting from fresh, it's going to look way different. Basically, you want to get to the section where it says start a new campaign. So I click on new campaign and you get all these different goals of, well, do you want to get sales? You want to get leads, website traffic, all that kind of stuff? Well, I'm going to keep it real simple and I'm just going to do brand awareness and reach, because if you wanted to do a sales campaign, you got to set up a conversion event and all that kind of stuff. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a brand awareness and reach, which is going to allow you to reach the most amount of people. And then we're just going to link that ad directly to your YouTube channel, because chances are you may not have a website, you may not have somewhere to actually link them. We're trying to grow your YouTube channel, so you want to just link them directly to your YouTube channel where they can look at your other videos, hit that subscribe button, and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to click on brand awareness and reach, and then we're going to click on video. And then skippable in-stream ad is the one we want to go with. And we're going to click on continue right there. Now, I like to name my campaign, so we're just going to call this example for fun. Budget, campaign total. You don't want to do campaign total. I mean, it's really up to you, honestly. If you want to spend $30 on this whole campaign, then you would put $30, because I just want to put $30 behind this whole video or whatever. I like to do daily. So I will click on that little type drop down, I'll click daily, and then I'll do like 10 bucks a day, and I'll let it run for 3 days if I want to spend 30 bucks, right? Another really cool thing that this whole running an ad is going to give you is that you're going to look at your average view rate, which means like if this video ad was shown to 1,000 people, then how many people out of that 1,000 watched more than 30 seconds? Because if they watched more than 30 seconds, that counts as a view, a legit view on that video. And it'll also tell you, well, how great is your content? How great are you hooking them? How great are you getting them to watch at least 30 seconds, right? So back to this. Start date and end date, that's really up to you. I would just leave it at as soon as they're approved. End date is none. Bidding strategy, now you can just leave it at target CPM. We're just trying to keep it simple, right? Don't go too crazy with this. Now networks, this part right here is where you really want to select the right one. So unselect video partners on the display network, and you definitely want to have YouTube videos selected, and then it's your call if you want to select YouTube search results or not. Basically that means it's just going to show up as a little, little bar in the search results. It's just going to show them if somebody wants to watch a video. I wouldn't select it. I don't usually select it. I like to usually have my face in front of people, so I like to just have YouTube videos as the only option there. Languages, if you speak English, you definitely want to define that you speak English. I don't know why they just default to all languages. I don't speak all languages. I only speak English in my videos, so I just like to define English only, please. Locations, pretty self-explanatory. Where do you want to run? Usually I like to run in the US, Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom. I've got a lot of viewers in those places. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just gonna leave it at United States and Canada. We'll just leave it there and we're gonna move on. Now under here, this special section, it's not really anything that you need to worry about. It's just exclusions, inventory type, all that kind of stuff. You don't even really need to mess with this, so I just skip right over that. Now here you're in the ad group, so you can name this. Ad group 1 is what we're gonna name it. It doesn't really matter, it's only for organizational purposes. Demographics, so this is when we're getting into the actual targeting of who we want to actually show up for. So this is really gonna come down to you and your preference. Do you wanna only show up for females, males, certain age ranges, parental status, income? You unselect whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave it all selected for now. Audiences, so this is going to be, typically you want to go to browse, but if you have custom audiences, then you can select them here. So I've got some custom audiences here, like watched any of my business or marketing videos. Actually, a lot of custom audiences around that. Watched any video as an ad, got some of those. So I can either select those, and those are custom audiences that you would set up under tools. Then you would go to Audience Manager and you would create those audiences in there. Or if you want to just use a Google, one of the audiences that Google already has, then you can just click through Browse and you can kind of click through here and food and dining, home and garden. Now, me personally, I would recommend if you don't have custom audiences already set up, leave them empty, leave it all, like if you haven't created your custom audiences, just leave it empty, right? Where you want to put in like your interest-based stuff is on the topics. That's what I really find better, but we'll get to that in a second. Keywords, now this is if you want to actually show up for certain keywords that they searched. This has been a tough one. I've been experimenting around with keywords, and what I found is that your ad doesn't really show. It doesn't get much impressions if you put keywords. Maybe I didn't put enough keywords. It can get pretty convoluted with doing the whole keyword stuff. So if you're new to this, I'd recommend skip over keywords and just go to topics. Now topics has a lot of different categories that you can just search by. So I make a lot of videos around advertising tips, business tips, e-commerce stuff. So in the search bar, I'm just gonna type in e-commerce and let's see what comes up. So we got music and all that kind of stuff. Boom, right here. E-commerce services, under business services, under business and industrial. So I'm gonna click on that. Now I make a lot of videos around advertising, and so I'm gonna type in marketing, and let's see what comes up. TV commercials, advertising and marketing. Yeah, so I'll click on that, brand management. Now keep in mind, if you check this, it means you're checking all these boxes inside that subfolder, so keep that in mind. But I'm just gonna, click that. Now, one thing that you may want to do is click all these boxes, because then when you're actually running the ad and you go back to look at the data on the ad, if you just clicked advertising and marketing, it would show you the data for only advertising and marketing, even though it's including all this. But if you checked all the boxes, then it would show everything as a separate line item. And when you look at the data, then you can see, oh, well, it looks like brand management is really the one that I'm getting all the clicks on. So you just type in your keyword and then you can add in whatever you want from there. Now, what I recommend is these topics are really just a starting point just to get those custom audiences created, because ideally what you want to do is create those custom audiences, and then what happens is after a period of like a week, it takes Google a while, as those custom audiences get created, Google will automatically create lookalike audiences. I call them lookalikes because I'm from the Facebook world, but basically Google calls them similar to XYZ. So they're basically like a lookalike of your custom audience. So those are really the money audiences. So as you start to run your ads, run your videos, you're going to start getting data. You're going to start getting data in those custom audiences, and then you'll start getting those lookalike audiences. And then you really just want to target those lookalike audiences because they seem to be the best performing for me. They give me the highest click-through rate, the highest view-through rate, and stuff like that. So at this point, I'm mostly just targeting those similar to or lookalike audiences. Now here in the placement box, this is where you can select actual YouTube channels that you want to run on. So if you create content similar to Ty Lopez or Grant Cardone and you want to show up on their channels as your ad, then you type in Ty Lopez and you can actually select his channel from this list once it loads. Now I wouldn't really recommend this way of advertising just because I found it doesn't deliver much impressions on the actual when you select. I've selected a whole bunch of channels and it doesn't deliver that much impressions. Maybe it's that I was bidding too low, but you know, it is what it is. Speaking of bidding, you got the bidding category right here. So you got a target CPM. Now, if you don't know what a CPM is, basically it is your cost per 1,000 impressions. Means that how much are you willing to pay to show up for 1,000 people? Now, typically this cost is going to range depending on the industry that you're in and what you're willing to pay. If you want to rank really high, then you want to bid something really high, and then you can look at the data to see what's actually being spent. On Facebook, I'm looking at CPM costs depending on the Facebook campaign. I would see them anywhere between $5 to $50 depending on the campaign. So here in Google, I'd probably put it at, let's just put it at $15 and see what happens. So it means that you're willing to pay up to $15 to get in front of 1,000 people. So we'll just, again, you want to just set it up and then review the data after it's had multiple days to run. So now your targeting is all set, your campaign objectives all set. Now it's time to actually create your video ad. So this is where you would put in your video ad. So what I typically do for this is I just go find one of my videos and I grab the URL of that video and I just copy paste that link right there in that search bar. It'll automatically pull in that one video, and then you want to fill out this information right here. So if you're taking the strategy that I'm giving you as far as just linking them directly to your YouTube channel, then you want to just go to your channel and you want to find that URL, copy it, and then just paste it right there. Now that is my channel's URL, so I just pasted that in there. The display URL, you can simply remove all of that BS right there and just make it youtube.com. I highly recommend having a call to action button. This is going to greatly increase your click-through rate. So the call to action, this is actually the text inside the button. So I just keep it simple by saying click here. You can say anything you want, but you get a 10 character count limit, which is very little. You can also put it in your headline, which is going to be this area to the left of the button. So you can say, subscribe here, whatever you want the copy to be. That's what you would say here, your headline. And then you'd have that copy right there with your button right there. And then you would, if you want to have a banner, you can, upload an image there. I would just skip over that part. It's not really that big of a deal. And then you just name it. Then you hit save and continue. They give you this little screen right here where you can review it and all that kind of stuff. And then you can just continue to campaign. And it's going to drop you back here in the main dashboard area. You can hit all campaigns right here to just kind of see the global aspect of it. And then to actually review your data, you click on your campaign, right? We got example right there. Click into it. And then here is where you can navigate through all the different settings. So our targeting is going to be under topics, all the different topics with the data breakouts over here. Settings of the campaign is going to be right here. You can look at your demographics and then click through the different tabs. As your campaign starts running, you'll be able to see the actual data coming in here so that you'll be like, oh wow, under gender, it looks like more males are watching my videos, and under age, it looks like a lot of people between 35 and 45 are watching my videos, so maybe I should just, just target those people. And that's really how you optimize your ads. So if you're seeing that 35 to 45 are the main watchers, or maybe they're giving you the highest average view through rate, then maybe you want to just stop targeting all other age groups and just target the 35 to 45. So there you have it. That is how you can create your video, then run it as a YouTube ad, and start getting thousands of views on your YouTube video. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, hit that like button below, leave a comment letting me know, comment in your YouTube channel URL. I'll go check it out and I'll subscribe to your channel. Comment any questions that you have. If you're new to this channel and I brought you some value and I helped you out, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon right next to it. And if you're trying to learn more about this digital marketing stuff and growing a YouTube channel, running Facebook ads, messenger bots, email marketing, all that kind of stuff, then get access to my free course. It's 100% free. Also, it's got a free messenger bot in it. Just go to freebosslifestyle.com, get access to the free course, and start learning as much as you can about all this digital marketing stuff. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.